Welcome to the Human Mind Map. Today, we are going to learn about 5 signs your spiritual battle is about to end. Stay till the end, because sign number 5 is the one almost nobody notices in themselves until it's already happening. There is a precise moment that happens right before a long inner struggle finally starts to lift. There is a precise moment that happens right before a long inner struggle finally starts to lift. It doesn't arrive with fireworks. It arrives quietly, almost unnoticed, disguised as exhaustion or silence or a strange kind of calm you don't trust yet. Most people miss this moment completely. They are so used to fighting that they don't recognize peace when it finally starts walking toward them. There is a hidden pattern behind this shift, and once you see it, you will never misread your own turning point again. The psychologist Carl Jung spent much of his life studying what he called the process of individuation, the slow, often painful journey of becoming your true self by confronting the parts of you that you have avoided, denied, or buried. Jung noticed something striking in the people he studied. The hardest part of any deep inner conflict is never the middle. It is the final stretch, right before resolution, when the mind seems to fight hardest against the very peace it has been seeking. This is sometimes called the darkest point before the dawn, and modern psychologists studying stress and trauma recovery have observed the same pattern. Just before real change takes hold, the old patterns often intensify, not because you are losing, but because the old identity is making its last attempt to survive. This matters right now because if you don't understand this pattern, you might quit at the exact moment you are about to break through. Today, we'll explore 5 signs that your inner battle, the one you've been carrying quietly, is closer to ending than you think. Sign 1. The exhaustion feels different now. You've been tired before, but this tiredness has a different texture. It's not the sharp, panicked exhaustion of active crisis. It's a deeper, quieter tiredness, like your mind has stopped bracing for impact. This happens because a nervous system that has been in prolonged conflict eventually shifts from fighting to processing. You are not falling apart. You are finally letting yourself feel what you've been outrunning. Sign 2. You stop needing to explain yourself. For a long time, you replayed conversations, defended your choices, justified your pain to people who weren't even asking. Now, something has loosened. This is connected to a concept called ego defense, the mind's habit of protecting its self-image from perceived threat. As your inner conflict resolves, the need to defend a bruised identity fades, because the identity itself is becoming steadier. You are not becoming careless. You are becoming secure. Here is something worth remembering. Peace rarely announces itself loudly. It usually just stops making noise. Sign 3. Old triggers lose their grip. A message, a memory, a familiar situation that used to send you spiraling now lands softer than before. This is not numbness. This is a sign that the emotional charge behind an old wound has started to drain, a process psychologists sometimes describe through cognitive reappraisal, where the mind reinterprets an old threat as something it can now handle. The battle isn't gone yet, but its weapons are getting weaker. Sign 4. You start noticing your own patterns in real time. You catch yourself mid-reaction. You notice the old story trying to run again, and for the first time, you see it as a story, not as truth. This is the beginning of what Jung called integration, when the parts of yourself you once fought against become known instead of hidden. Self-awareness in the moment is one of the clearest signs that the unconscious struggle is surfacing into conscious choice. Sign 5, and this one tends to arrive last. You feel a strange grief, even as things improve. This confuses people the most. Shouldn't relief feel only good? But letting go of a long war, even an inner one, means letting go of an identity built around fighting it. This is a form of psychological loss, and grieving it doesn't mean you're regressing. It means you're finally closing the door on a version of yourself that no longer has to carry the weight alone. When you put these 5 signs together, a different picture emerges. Your battle isn't ending because you defeated some outside enemy. It's ending because you stopped needing to fight yourself to feel safe. The exhaustion, the quiet, the fading triggers, the sudden self-awareness, even the strange grief, none of these are signs of failure. They are signs of a nervous system and a mind finally coming home to itself. That quiet moment from the very beginning, the one that felt too calm to trust, that was never the calm before another storm. It was the first morning after one. Take a moment and notice where you are in this process right now. If this helped you understand your own timing a little more clearly, consider liking the video. It genuinely helps this message reach someone else who needs to hear it tonight. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe to the Human Mind Map. Tell me in the comments which sign you recognized first.